Hello there, World of Tankers. Welcome to the channel. Hopefully all of you are doing well out there. I'm, of course, your host, the World of Tanks Blitz, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about the Smasher and the SU-152. Now, the Smasher, as we all know, is one of the most overpowered and broken vehicles tier for tier in the game. It carries a lot of armor, a lot of hit points, and a 640 alpha gun capable of one-shotting tier 6, 7, and even some tier 8 opponents if you manage to get a high roll, which is actually ridiculous. So the Smasher is just a stupid strong vehicle. However, one thing that I never get is a lot of people kind of pass off the SU-152 because the Smasher exists in the game. The SU-152 has the exact same aiming time, it's got more damage per minute, and the exact same standard, premium, and HE penetration as the Smasher, making this vehicle just as deadly as the Smasher, if not deadlier, because a lot of people really don't target this thing until it's ripped off half of their hit points in a standard shell. So I figured, you know what, in today's video, let's play in the SU-152. Now, the thing that I find funny is that the Smasher has got about 0.4 dispersion, but the SU-152 is 0.45. That's like 30% worse than the Smashers. I don't know why Wargaming would give the Smasher better base dispersion than the Tank Destroyer. Yeah, Wargaming, you really big-brained yourself. I also just realized that because I changed the gun on this vehicle, we only have high explosive and AP loaded, which sucks because this vehicle needs heat to penetrate any tier 8 opponents. Alright, well, we're going to try the best. That actually sucks. That means that we can't penetrate the T-29. We can't penetrate... Actually, it's not too bad of a lineup. Thank God it's not a terrible lineup. But we can't penetrate that T-29 frontally anywhere. Now, we've also got a Tiger who wants to camp because don't you just love camping heavy tanks on your team? That's usually a good sign that you're going to win the battle. But, you know what, to be fair, what was the point of going up the hill if you're going to... Okay, I would love to know what goes through the mind of people, but you drive all the way off to the side, you go up the hill to then proceededly go down the hill. Huh. We could hit this. What if we do hit this? Oh, fire. Oh, baby, a trip. Oh, God. It SU-152. Oh, gee. Alright, well, let's put on our adrenaline here. Maybe we can get a shell into the KV-2 all the way at the other side of the map. Aiming, and fire. Oh, of course we do. It's the SU-152. Why would we not hit the shell? As you can see, the SU-152 is just as broken, if not even more broken than the Smasher sometimes, because we literally just one-shot that poor guy. We got the enemy SU all the way off to the side. Fire! Oh, didn't penetrate, but you know what? We still took off 280. I'll take it. Not too bad if I do say so. Now we can just sit here, reload for another couple seconds. One great thing about this vehicle I can say is it has a decent camo rating. You'll see that I can kind of stay undetected. Hopefully my teammates are going to spot for me. That way I can get out some big shells. But we got the Thunder poking right over the ridge, and boom! 538 taken out by the mighty SU-152. This is just ridiculous. We're not getting out the most damage, of course, but we're still just wrecking havoc on the enemy team. We don't even have HE. I mean, let me fix that. We don't even have heat. We can't even penetrate most of the enemies, and we're still wrecking them. So, what do we got? We got the the T-43 right here. Let's aim in, and boom! 697. Thank you very much for your HP. 2,500 hit points now taken off of the enemy team. Maybe we can just give this guy a little love tap. There you go. Thank you very much for your HP. And that was a great first battle for the SU-152. So as you can see, this vehicle is crazy. Now, while we did get very lucky on our shells hitting, because normally you don't get shots across the map like on that KV-2 that normally hit, or the SU, or that T-29, they still hit. That's the crazy part. So for the first battle, 2,600 damage, top on the team, 3 kills. Can't really diss the tank at all, but of course, let's fix my loadout here, because this is not exactly what I wanted, and let's do maybe like 6 heat. Yeah, I think that's fine. We'll just do it like that for now. Okay, let's get back in the battle. So, the great thing about the heat on this vehicle, let me make sure. Oh, I'm not running pen. Okay, I want to run penetration, and we probably want to run aiming time. Now, the great thing about the heat on this vehicle is it's 275 millimeters of pen. 275 will cut through pretty much any frontal armor in the game. The KV-3, the Tiger 1, the IS-3, no problem whatsoever. It'll easily eat their armor to pieces. Not only does this thing have great penetration, it's quick. It actually goes fairly quick, going upwards of, what, 42 2-ish kilometers per hour. Pretty good power to weight ratio, so I can't complain there. Although this is not the best of maps. This map has a bit of an issue for me because hopefully the team's going to push up the bridge. In fact, I'm going to tell the team to go up the bridge, even though we do have some tanks that would be better centered towards town. Pushing the bridge is just such a strong position for the team here. I'm thinking if we can get to the top of that bridge, the enemy team only has, what, the T-49 and the M4190. That would be the fast tanks on their team that would go up, which is great for me because that means if we can make our way up here, we should hopefully be able to get out some big shells onto the enemy opponents. And as you can see, this thing's quite quick. We are easily making our way straight up here, and bump, 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 ba-da-dum. Here we go. It looks like the enemy team hasn't even pushed to the side of the map, which is perfect. That means we can easily shoot right across into the enemy as they try and cross the opening, which they usually try to do. So let's just make our way here, turn out into the open, and we're going to see just exactly what we can do. So here we are. Oh, there's an IS-3 that's already decided to cross. And, fire! Oh, no, that sucks. That absolutely sucks. To be fair, I didn't expect that to hit at all. That was not a expected shell, but we can put on our adrenaline here. We've got the charioteer right there. We'll see if he tries to poke it. We also got, like, the SU. Take that! Oh, 600, 700... almost 800 hit points taken off of that ISU. Like, you can see, the tank is still ridiculous. The shells that hit on it are crazy. And you know what? We got the rear. Oh, come on, back up. You know you want to. Maybe he doesn't want to back up. I would pay him to back up. You don't know. Ooh, and boop! Goodbye. This tank is just crazy. I love it, though. That's the great thing about it, is you have the ability to literally one-shot opponents on the enemy team. Like, this M4190 is an absolute one-shot for us. And we also got, like, the IS-3 off to the side over here, who we could aim in on, and fire. Oh, it went to the outer plate. That sucks. Usually that doesn't happen, but you know what? Sometimes your luck just doesn't like you. So let's just keep on reloading here. 5 more seconds before we get out a big old shell. 3, no, why are you backing up, B75? Why would you do that to me? Alright, you know what? We got the Tiger right over here, who we can easily just yeet out of existence. And yeet! There you go. Goodbye, my good sir. And now we can make our way over to that IS-3, maybe get a finishing shell onto him. And the good thing my E75 TS bounced him, because that means we can just traverse our way straight over here. Hello, Mr. IS-3, how have you been today? Let's just, boom, 721. Like, you can see, this tank is ridiculously strong. The ability to slap 700 hit points off of a tier 8 vehicle is crazy. Like, you couldn't do that in any other tier 6 or 7 or pretty much tier 8 apart from the RHM, the ISU. Like, this is one of like 5 vehicles that can do this. And the fact that this thing's got so much penetration, the ability to slap hit points like no problem off of enemies, that's why I absolutely love it. So, as you saw for these 2 games here, yeah, wasn't as strong as the Smasher. And the Smasher still is probably the most overpowered vehicle in the game, tier for tier. I would put it right up there with the Annihilator. This vehicle has the ability to one-shot opponents, and unlike the SU-152 that has the weakness of very weak lower plate armor, able to be HE'd by any 150s, not having a lot of HP, this vehicle's got 1,500 hit points. It's more accurate, as you can see, .407 dispersion instead of .45, and it's got very similar damage per minute. Really, running a Smasher has no disadvantages over the SU-152, but I wanted to make this video proving that this vehicle still is extremely strong, and in my opinion, kind of overpowered if you know how to play it correctly. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you want to see more like it, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below, as it helps out the channel a crazy amount. But other than that, hopefully all of you are doing well out there. Stay happy, stay healthy, and to be seeing you in the next one.